Welcome to the Mother-Daughter-ish podcast. It's your mama's favorite podcast.
And the podcast your daughter always wanted.
This is Miss Dawn.
And Angelique.
From the 713. Houston, y'all. Get connected and stay connected weekly as new shows debut on Sunday, Wednesday, and please check out our Saturday Out and About showcases.
Enjoy the show. Please subscribe, like, share, comment, and tell every woman on the planet that you know about our show.
Here's our show for today. This is Dawn.
And Angie.
And this month for December, we're going to be talking about what every woman should know. Happy December the 8th, and continuing, of course, with our series on things that every woman should know. Today, we're going to talk about relationships. Now, they could be personal relationships or professional relationships. I'll let you go first with your tip, Angie.
Mine would be to notice how to recognize red flags. Mm-hmm. And how to know what to do after that, because some people will notice red flags and just keep on dealing with that person instead of talking about it or knowing what to do, whether they want to just leave or talk about the actual red flag. And that can be with friends or someone you're romantically involved with.
So let me just get all up in your business then, Angie. What would you say is the most recent red flag that you recognized with a friend, without, of course, saying that friend's name or the last relationship you had or whatever? But what was the last flag that you recognized that you were like, wait a minute?
I have certain people that ask me what I'm doing today, not because they want to spend time, which I would think that that's what they meant, but it's because they have an ulterior motive, like need a ride somewhere or need something. It can be anything.
Who are takers but never really call you to say, hey, do you need anything from me? Do you need a ride to the store? Because the thing about it is you can have your own car and everything, but for someone to come and say, hey, I need to go to the store too, you want to go with me.
Right, that's different. Yeah,
I'll say because we'll do that. I'll say I need to go to Sprouts or whatever. You be like, okay, when I come tomorrow, let's go together. Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's different, and that's just natural and genuine versus, hey, what are you doing today? And then I need to go somewhere, and it's nothing along the lines of what I like to do.
Exactly, but do they ever call you and say, hey, you need to go anywhere, I'm available for you?
No.
Yeah, that you are right about that red flag, and that can translate across lines of professional, personal, business, family, whatever. So that's true. Well, I would say I have to remember that song, that Kenny Rogers song, know when to hold them and know when to fold them. So my tip is going to be to know how to walk away from a relationship that causes you to diminish your light just so theirs can be elevated. Mm-hmm. I am personally, when I say I'm tuned in, it's like my inner whatever knows when to recognize that. I mean, if I ever am around someone that all they want to do is talk about themselves, all they want to do is show off whatever they want to show off, all they want to do is be complimented, but they never return anything to you, and you have to almost like diminish yourself and play small. I hate playing small because it ain't me. Mm-hmm. But if you have to play small to somebody else just for them to be who or whatever they want to be, but you never get to be who you authentically are, I would say that's a great way to recognize if you want to stay in that situation, or if it's time for you to, like I say, the song say, know when to hold them and know when to fold them. Sometimes you got to just fold.
Yeah, I know like a lot of attention seeking friends that I have, they have to be the funniest person or they have to be the loudest person. And it's like, we see you, everybody sees you. Why do you have to do the most? And then when it comes, like you say, them always talking about themselves and barely letting you speak or not even listen to what you might have to say. Right. Yeah, that's. Or
they want to be the best one at the party. So
center of attention all the time, and then you feel some type of way when the intention ain't towards you.
That's very true. So those are good relationship tips, and like I said, those two tips really stretch across the lines of whatever type of relationship you're in or one you're building. I say this is why in personal relationships, You need to get to know people a little bit longer before you really invite them into your life, because there may be things that then you start to discover and notice and recognize that you're just like, yeah, I'm not going to do this with you for the next 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, or whatever. And at that point, then you can say, let's just sever the relationship, because I've, asked you to do this. I've told you that I didn't like that, and you still remain that same. So I'm not asking you to change yourself. I'm just asking you to not be around me. Because I'm never going to ask anybody to change themselves. I'm just going to let you know what I like and what I don't like. And then if we can't match that energy, then we just don't need to be around each other. But I'm never going to ask people to change, because I think that you should be whoever you want to be without me trying to make you change anything. So
I agree.
Yeah, well, these are really, really good tips for December the 8th in relationships, personal or professional. So we gave 2 tips, and that was know when to walk away if you can't be who you are so that somebody else can shine and you have to diminish your own light. And then knowing how to recognize red flags. I tell you, sometimes red flags be waving so hot and fast, and I don't understand how people don't see them. But I guess when you don't see them and you go through the lesson, I honestly have to tell you, it does build character. And it does help you to recognize when it's time for you to make different decisions. So it's not a bad thing. It's just, again, the knowledge of knowing when to recognize that that's happening. So let them know what they need to do to continue to stay tuned to what we're doing, Angie.
Yes, keep subscribing to our channel. Share our channel to others that you feel like they might relate to any or all of the topics we've been talking about so far on our channel, and like and comment on our content as well, so we can talk back with you and share experiences and feedbacks, all kind of other good stuff you might want to bring up.
And just think about it. We're not even halfway through the month and we're giving you these tips. So think about this. It's December the 8th and we've given you 2 tips per show. So we really have given you 16 tips. I mean, you got to think about 16 tips. That's really good track record there. Yeah. So until next time, until we bring you more good news and more good tips, until next time, bye for now.
Bye.